Hello, this video is a break from flower farming this week. I am going to show you how to make the most amazing and versatile tomato sauce or ketchup. It is sugar-free, honey is the sweetener in it, and it can be made from really simple ingredients. So let's go through them now. 1 kilo of tomatoes, I'm going to pop the imperial measurements up as well. 100 grams of honey, 1 bay leaf, 130 grams of red onion, 100 grams of red wine vinegar, a teaspoon of salt, 180 grams of red capsicum, cumin, paprika, mustard seeds and peppercorns, and 2 garlic cloves. I'll pop the recipe in the description below. You want to start by cutting your tomatoes. We grew a lot of these, so I'm really just checking for bugs at this point, but cut your tomatoes into pieces about the size of what you're seeing here. And if you've got a Thermomix, you can measure it straight into the bowl. I'm measuring everything onto the scales so you can see what I'm doing, but I often measure onto the scales anyway, even with a Thermomix bowl, just because my Thermomix is in a tricky location. Measure out your capsicum, 180 grams of capsicum, and then you want to cut up your onion, remove the skins, and pop 130 grams of your red onion in the bowl as well. Get your 2 garlic cloves. I made a massive mess, so I'm not going to show you how I peeled those. Pop them in your bowl and then add half of that red wine vinegar. So at this point we're going to add 50 grams of the red wine vinegar. So what you want to do now is blend everything up really well, sort of to a mushy liquid, regardless of whether you're doing it on the Thermomix or on the stove. If you're doing it on the stove, you need to mush that up, so you'll need some kind of processor to do that in. And then either way, we're now going to boil them for 40 minutes. Thermomix, make sure you replace the little cap with the basket. It is going to splatter. While we're waiting for the 40 minutes to finish, we want to get our next lot of ingredients ready. And I usually just pop them in a little bowl. So it's the 100 grams of honey, the remaining red wine vinegar, so another 50 ml of red wine vinegar. And then we are going to pop in our salt, so a teaspoon. I sort of guess everything at this point. Just you can go by flavour. So I put this many peppercorns, maybe it's 10 to 15 in. Mustard seeds, I reckon I've got 20 to 30. It's sort of by taste, but what I'm doing here is nice. A little tiny pinch of cumin because I don't like it that much, and a big teaspoon of paprika, and your bay leaves. I'm popping 2 bay leaves in because I've only got little ones at the moment. I just leave that sitting next to whatever I'm cooking the sauce in, and I wait for those 40 minutes to finish. With the stovetop method, you will have to come along and manually give it a stir. Don't worry about the bubbles and the scum on top. It won't make a difference to the sauce later. But just keep an eye on it. You don't have to stir it constantly, but just keep moving it around, I don't know, every 5 to 10 minutes. Thermomix is going to stir it for you. 40 minutes is up and it's time to add in those extra ingredients. And then we are just waiting for, well, the Thermomix will go for another 20 minutes, while the stove top will take a little bit longer. You can see that the Thermomix, it's already a lot thicker than the stovetop. It's just a bit more efficient. Now you have the honey and the extra ingredients in, pop your timer on for 20 minutes, and the stove is going to take a bit longer though, don't forget that. 20 minutes is up, and you can see that there's still a fair bit of liquid in the stovetop, but the Thermomix is looking a lot different. It's a lot drier. And that's how we want it. So we're going to leave the stovetop going for a bit longer. And with the Thermomix, we are now going to blend it. So we're going to blend for 1 minute, just slowly moving from speed 1 to speed 10. And it's going to give you a really, really nice, smooth consistency. After this, you can put it straight into sterilized jars. And make sure the jar is warm as you add this hot sauce, otherwise it can crack your jar. Now for the stovetop method, by the time I'd finished all of that, it was ready. So let's say 30 minutes, an extra 10 minutes for that stovetop sauce, but it's going to depend on what you're doing. So just keep an eye on it. You just want it to be thick. And then you can use an immersion blender to blend it, but it isn't going to be as smooth as the Thermomix, so I threw it back into the Thermomix. If you've got some kind of blender to make it smooth, that is going to be better than the immersion blender. And then pop that into a sterilized jar. In this video, I've just put it in on top of my other sauce because I'm putting this straight into the fridge. If you are going to be storing this, I usually make a whole year's worth and I pop it in our pantry. You won't want to fill it this much, but follow your canning methods for your area. I will water bath it and then store it. But this is the beautiful consistency of the sauce. It has a beautiful flavor. Very versatile, like we said in the beginning. I use it on pizza bases and it makes a really, really tasty pizza. And we pop it on everything from chips or fries, depending where you are, what you call them, and it tastes so good. We do a chicken dish where we cook the chicken, put the sauce on, we call it chicken pizza, pretty much the same method as the pizza with the herbs, the cheese, and then you cook it, and it is really, really flavorful with that beautiful sauce. And of course, onto meat pies, which if you're not in Australia, you are missing out. Hope you enjoyed. See ya.